say a prayer here. God, we thank you for your blessings. We thank you for this great nation that we're allowed to live in. God, we ask you that you'll let your blessings be on us tonight. We ask you, Lord, to let your will be done in this election. We ask you to direct us in these proceedings. Help us that we can do your will in everything that we do. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen. All right, thank everybody for being here. We'll call the meeting to order. All the magistrates here. Got a long agenda, but I think we can get through it pretty well. Need a motion to approve the meeting minutes from April the 16th and April the 29th for our special meeting minutes.
I'll second.
Motion by Ed, second by Kevin. All in favor? All right, motion carries. Thank you. Okay, we don't have any unfinished business. We'll move on to the new business. Got quite a bit here with the roads. Kenny, the director's report.
We've been hauling some gravel for the gravel roads, trying to get ready to start grading them as soon as we get weather up there. We started roadside mowing today, and of course, bushwhacking too. They're in separate end of the county, but we're going to throw away. We still got a little bit more patching to do if we catch the weather. We're not on the rain, so then out of this budget here, then once we look at it, we got a lot more patching to do. So that's what we're right now trying to get hard up on mowing, so that people are in place.
Yeah, we'll need to try to get that in-house patching done as quick as possible, just because we need that bill for the June meeting minutes and our meeting claims, and so we'll need to get that bill from them as soon as possible.
We're still gonna do St. Estes entrance.
Yeah, that's one, St. Estes and West Town is next Tuesday.
And then back, I think we talked back to Deerfield Farms, that one road that, you guys did a good job of going back there and going back to the hill, but right there's the apron to that road. There's a lot of potholes there. It's, I talked to you about the other day, it's, Wolf Pen and Fox.
Oh, yeah, right there at that entrance, yeah, so if the money holds out, yeah, so we got very little of that.
I'm hearing a lot about that area.
Yeah.
Okay, committee report. Brad?
Yeah, we met, everybody was there, discussed maintenance records, talked about which roads to grade, gravel. I think Andrew, have you talked to him? I know he's digging the basement. Hopefully next week he can get on it. You and I talked about looking at the hills over there, and I spoke with them about over in the council bottom, do some research on the chip and seal. Probably, I don't know who to contact about that. I guess y'all.
Well, when we get down to the advertising for the rock bids, it's on there to advertise for that too,
Yeah.
just so we.
Just something to look into.
Maybe it's something that we could chip and seal some of these hills where we just going back time after time after time.
Every time it rains an inch, I mean.
If it would hold it for some extra time, maybe it's worth the money. We'll just have to see
Yeah.
what the cost
Yeah.
of that is.
Yeah, but, that was, we need to get these, base figures as soon as we can, so we can get them.
So they can get settled, yes.
Let them settle and fill back in. And, that's about it. This, where there's a bridge project or, we need to stay on that a little tighter, so we don't lose the state money. I think I feel like if we got it in earlier over there on Partner Lane, they would probably have the money, but anyway, that's about all we talked about.
On that bridge where Brad's talking about on Carpenter, we got the bid, we did all that, and then when we turned it in to get the 80/20, they said we don't turn it back in July the 1st. Well, we have to go ahead and pay for the bridge. They've already built the bridge, and so when I talked to them in Frankfurt, they said that there will be money available July the 1st, but it's gotta be approved before we can put that bridge in. So we went on and paid for the bridge. If you approve this tonight, we'll pay for the bridge, and then we'll still get reimbursed for that next fiscal year. But what that's done is cost us one fiscal year, because we would have been able to do this one and that one, do another one in next year. So it's cost us one fiscal year is what it's done.
Yeah.
And I didn't have any idea that it was they don't say anything about deadline. They say it's there for everybody, but then when I tried to turn it in, it didn't work. They kicked it right back. So that's what Brad's talking about. So we'll stay on it next time. We'll get it done early.
Is the road in between Ballardsville and Our Best Restaurant, I've been getting a lot of complaints on that. Is that on our radar to get
Yes, I've been talking to David Osborne about that. We can switch some of our rural secondary money, but I would rather finish the road that they worked on last year with that rural secondary. I'm gonna try to get some discretionary money or something for that, and that's what I told David. I said everybody that comes from Oldham County is tearing their cars up, trying to get to Our Best, and so yes, that is on the radar. I'm working on that. Okay, any questions for Brad or Kenny? All right, we'll move on to the county road aid, the rural secondary flex funds. The flex funds is money that they allocate for the county that we can use it for ourselves, or we can turn it back to the state and they'll put it on a rural secondary road. I will say in the past, when we turned it back, I couldn't tell that they blacktopped any more roads than when we kept our money. So we have been keeping it the last few years, and it really helps us in our road fund to be able to keep this, which this year it's expected to be $112,165. So you all have to vote on whether you want to keep this money or if you want to turn it back.
I'll make a motion, we keep it.
Okay, motion by Brad and second by Ed. All in favor? All right, we'll get that letter sent out tomorrow. Okay, the next is the county road aid agreement. Let me find it, which you all had that in the packet. Okay, Henry County, Fiscal Court of Henry County resolution adopting and approving the execution of the County Road Aid Program contract between Fiscal Court and Commonwealth of Kentucky Transportation Cabinet, Department of Rural and Municipal Aid for fiscal year beginning July the 1st of 2024 as provided in the Kentucky Revised Statutes, and accepting all roads and streets referred to therein as being part of the county road system. So we need to make a motion to approve this, and then I'll pass it around for everybody to sign.
And you may want to state the dollar amount too, which is on
I'm
the front
sorry,
of that.
the dollar amount on that one is $1,128,945.22.
I'll make a motion to approve it.
Okay, motion by Kevin, second by
Second.
Brad. All in favor? All right, motion carries. Thank you. Okay. We need to have a public hearing. If anyone has any questions about what we do with that, co-op agreement funds, if this is the time you could speak up. All right, if there's none, what we do with that, it all goes in the road budget, and we pave as many roads as possible. We're hoping maybe to do a little bit more this year, so we'll just have to see how the bids come in, and that's the next thing, a request to advertise for bids for rock, asphalt, chip and seal, and salt. I need a motion that we can, advertise for that. Motion by Danny, second by Carl, all in favor? All right, motion carried.
You wanna mention the salt reversal?
And we've signed up for the salt reversal with CAECO this time. You know, they always talk about that at the, CAECO meetings and the different, magistrates and commissioners and all those, so we have signed up for that, and it's in
June like 12th?
June 12th, I think it is, so we'll see what kind of a bid we get on that, on the salt. We're putting in for 500 tons, and we've got probably 200, you think, in the salt bin, so that should do us, especially if we have a year like this past one, which was good. All right, we'll move on to planning and zoning, solid waste. Jason?
Last month, we had 34 electrical permits, 22 building permits. The next Board of Adjustment meeting is May 28th at 7 p.m. And then the next planning and zoning meeting is June the 12th at 7 p.m. So remember that last month I messed up, but this is the month, May 28th, it's because of Memorial Day, so it's going to be on a Tuesday, so.
Okay, any questions for Jason? All right, thank you. All right, Parks and Fairground, Toby?
First, thank you guys for bidding and getting my new mower. We've been running the season with 2 mowers, so now we have an excellent help us get caught up. I did lose my full-time person. He resigned, not really sure as to why on him, but I did get 2 summer helpers to help me go. On the new ball field, they have the fence complete on it. And on field 1, he was able to get some sod laid, 5 pallets, and Scott, thank you for going and getting it and also helping us get that laid down. We got the splash pad features up, and we're working with that, trying to get chemicals in balance and hoping to open it Saturday.
We've been getting a lot of calls about the splash pad, wondering if it's already open or not. Any questions or comments for Toby? He's had to stay busy the last few days. It's grass. All right, Animal Services, Director's Report, Danielle.
On adoptions, we made 2,500 this past month, with more adoptions, for fines and other fees, we made $90, and donations, we made about 670, bringing our grand total up to 3,260. As far as dogs in our system currently, we had 32, we had 11 in foster and 4 currently at the shelter. We had 28 calls total for animal control, 10 of them being nuisance, 3 of them being welfare, 13 strays, and then 6 fall in the other category.
Any questions for Danielle?
Yeah, we collected, like, let's say that next time, we collected that much money, which is great, but we didn't make, we've got expenses on pay and neuter, so, it's great that we're at least able to recoup our money back out of our adoption fees.
Yes. Okay, committee report, Roger.
The committee met with Trimble County and, we just had a discussion on some things that we wanted to talk about. One would be a fence that would go around the exterior part of the building to maintain security and keep the dogs in. There's a bunch of other stuff. We need to treat the area, because a lot of the dogs are coming down with Lyme disease that we've got. Exterior lights, they were installed by Trimble County last week. Are they working pretty good?
They're okay.
Did they just have that one, or they got two now?
Just one.
And septic tank, they put a new lid on it. So just some maintenance type stuff. One thing that we discussed also was that the fence for the shelter would be the funding would be from Trimble County and Henry County. But Carl did a good job on talking this up, and somebody sent a check for $1,000 to go over and beyond what we were doing. So there's some nice people out there that are contributing to this fence that it's gonna make it. Right now, the $30,000 that we got is not gonna do what they're requesting us to do. I think it'll do a lot, but we're still gonna need probably another $20,000. But when people are throwing $1,000 at us, we can get there. So that's
And just so it's known publicly, if you donate to the animal shelter for the fence, it will go on the fence. We won't short the fence on our 10,000 we put in, our 15,000 we put in, the 15,000 that Trimble County put in. It'll be above and beyond. Just so you know it. We won't take that money and put it in general.
What I did on my birthday, on birthday on Facebook, you can get different things. Well, they didn't give me Henry County Animal Shelter, so I put Henry County Animal Shelter in the Betsy Jackson thing. And I had a few people sending messages because I did that. They sent money to the animal shelter,
That's good.
trying to help where needed.
here's $1,000 is what you did.
Yeah,
Thank
but
you,
help where we
Carl.
needed.
That's good.
We most definitely.
Next year, put my name on it. Next
You
year,
can
put,
do your birthday.
I'll put my name on it, so I need some money.
All you gotta do is think about it. You can send it.
Okay, Economic Development Committee.
We once again, we met prior to this meeting just to discuss, setting a goal of trying to get some grant money. That's something that we established, and, Amy's doing a good job of chairing, that committee. As far as, the county, economic development, I don't know of a whole lot that's coming our way, but, you may, Scott, I don't know if it hits you or not.
Well, I will say that I've been contacted by Matt Atkins that there's somebody looking at the 28 acres that we had the option on right there at Campbellsburg, and they're talking about a $50 million investment and 30 to 50 jobs. So hopefully, and we're in the top 5. They took the top 5 out of the nation, so we made that cut. So hopefully that will come. That would sure be wonderful to get something in there, that kind of investment, and hopefully some good paying jobs. So we'll just have to see. We got a meeting tomorrow with the economic develop or the I-71 connected group, and so we'll have to just see where it takes us. But it is pretty promising, and we've had another company contact us about the KBP property, that 140 acres. So I've been in contact with Molly and got her in contact with them. So hopefully something will be moving even in Pendleton area too. All right, ABC quarterly report. Ed?
All third quarter fees have been collected. We have 18 approved licenses and 16 are currently selling alcohol products. 6 Mile Creek Distillery has applied for some additional licenses, and they tell me that they are getting ready to open finally. And the rumor is probably fall, probably September, but there's no firm date on that yet. Newcastle Liquor is still holding the quota package license with no firm plans for location. Kentucky Ridge Cafe is closed. Smith Ferry will close at the end of May. Keepers is currently not open, and I can't get any, clear plans for their future. We mailed out renewal license letters last week. Third quarter revenue is down a bit, but, third quarter is always our lowest quarter, and, it actually is a 1,000 over third quarter last year. Any questions?
The cumulative value of the tax coming in, Ed, you were kind of keeping up with that for us.
The total?
Yeah, from the inception of this.
Yes, I checked it. Hang on, I got it right here. We are at $828,602.
Thank you.
So, still a ways off our million.
We're coming. We're getting there.
Any other questions? Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Ed. And I will say, Ed, he takes that job serious, and I think he does a very good job at that. Okay, the county clerk quarterly report. I don't believe we have.
She's
any.
not here. She said she wouldn't be able to make it because of
Yes.
election, so I passed them out this evening.
Okay,
This is, I think, something that her auditors wanting her to do every quarter. She's going to start submitting a quarterly report for us to review, and probably make a motion to accept her quarterly report and approve it, and then Scott will have a thing to sign that you would submit. So,
okay, motion by Carl, second by Danny. All in favor? All right, motion carried. And Shandy would have been here tonight if it wasn't for election. Oh, Brad,
Are you serious?
You had it figured out.
It's like running daycare around here. Put it on speaker so I can hear it.
we like to have fun. All right, next is Henry County Library Board appointments, and I talked to Tony Jones today about this. We've got two coming off of the library board, and we've got two names for each of those, and Tony would like to see Steve Metcalf put on in the place of Diane Bramwell, and then in the place of Thomas Mitten, Wayne Sparrow was his suggestion. So I'll take a motion if that suits you all.
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Brad, second by Carl. All right, all in favor? Okay, we'll get them on that board. All right, next is our Rumpke contract. Rumpke has let us have an addendum to, we can go back into agreement with them on these contracts, and we have to sign this, I think, by October, if that's what we wanna do. And it's gonna add Jason, I think it's $2 and something a month, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know the exact number, but
Oh, I forgot
over
to.
$2.
Yes, it'll be adding that much to the bill, or we can put it out for rebid. It's totally up to you guys. We just need to know what you wanna do. Now, the problem, I know it seems like we just rebid it, but if Rumpke comes in higher and whoever that bids against them, or somebody don't even bid, then we're gonna be raising it more. So it's kind of a gamble, but whatever y'all wanna do.
We're going to pleasure on Eminence City Hall meeting. You got Rumpke is in Eminence. They want to raise their bill $15 a month, $35. They ended up going with franchise fee adjustment at $28. You got Republican pleasure bill went from $12.50 to $17.65. Why is there $11 difference there, you wonder? And the guy, Republican, is interested in bidding our county. Todd Pierre or something like his name, sales manager. So I don't know.
Like I say, it's up to you all. I just know that Rumpke's been the cheapest in the past, but we ain't got no guarantee on that.
No, I was just wanting to raise ours too, and like I said, Emmons, he want to raise theirs $15 a month. And I
Yeah.
guess they got a contract, 'cause they was the only one they had also, I think.
I think, Newcastle just had theirs too, didn't they? I think he was the only one to bid on theirs.
This would be for a 2-year renewal, right? The renewal?
Yes, the renewal will be, yes. You all got it on, I think, in front of you.
Yeah.
We've been renewing this for like 12 years now, I think.
It's been,
I don't think we've ever bid these out since I've been around.
maybe I think we did in 2020 maybe, but I'm not sure about that, Roger.
So they're wanting to do, they're wanting to do a 3% increase, is that right? Plus fuel surcharge.
So what's in front of you is the current contract,
Okay, and if you look, there's a fuel surcharge added onto that too, so.
Like I say, it's up to you all. We can put it out for bids.
The fuel surcharge is if it's over $4 a gallon.
Yes, so it shouldn't be now.
Right. And if you put this out for bid, where they can bid on it too, they can come back higher than what they are right now. Is that correct?
Well, the new contract is gonna be higher than what it is right there.
It's gonna be $2 or $3. I think it was $2 and something higher than that one. I got it in an email. You can't pull my email while you're on that, can you?
Well, I know the residents in Trimble County's volunteered, for Rumpke's, they're paying $100 pretty much over there right now. I work with 2 guys who live over there.
So it would be $2 a quarter, and $2 a month, right? Per bill.
but it's $20-something a month
A month.
right now. So what if it?
I think my bill was like $70.
Scotty, how much is franchise fees in that now?
I guess 8%, ain't it? Here.
Well, I'm not real sure.
We're at
I recall it being
8%.
I can let you know, but I'm
So it
not
says
real
here.
sure right now.
It says
We-
8%.
But we eat some of that franchise fee when they went up on it, so I'm not sure it's still that high.
I'm gonna absorb some of it.
Yes, sir.
They put it off, the franchise originally was $5 and something.
Yes, sir. Yeah, so I'm not real sure that,
Yeah, the franchise fee is 8%.
but that's where, but
So if it's
we,
rebid, would that be rebidding franchise fees too? In other words, if you put it up for bid, you know, all like Newcastle and all the rest of them, you see where they're gonna have a franchise fee in it. Would that get rebid at the same time? I mean, your franchise fees?
I guess that's completely up to fiscal court if you wanna leave it the same or.
That's what happened in Emmons, when they raised it to $15, Emmons was charging 35% franchise fee. Well, they lowered their franchise fee down, and the bill only went up $8.
So it would've been just 19,
So like I say, it's completely, I will let you know for sure what ours is. I'll text you or something, and let you know, what we're doing now.
Right.
But, whatever y'all wanna do, we can bid it, or,
When do we have to, do we have another meeting before we decide this, or do we have to go ahead and do it now?
we should have time, shouldn't we, Jason?
Well, September the 7th is the
Yeah,
date.
it says to be done by October is what it says.
Yeah, we should have time, if you wanna think about it, or.
Yeah, I'd like, and I forgot what year it was, 2012 or something like that, when this was a discussion of ours, and I think we just went ahead and went with Rumpke, and we continue, it looks like, to take the 3% increase every year. One of the things that I like is competition, and Republic has donated the shelter property to us. I think that we owe them the opportunity to at least bid on this, and let Rumpke bid on it as well. Like you said, they could go up, but I'm not we'll have to look at it, but I think if they've continued every year to go up 3% in the last 12 years, they've gone up a whole lot, but, so has the cost of doing business.
Yeah, I can't run.
One thing I wanna add is, I know Republic, they have loaders that just pick up the cars. So, what they've told me, I go to some conferences sometimes, and Rumpke and, Republic are there. So, Republic still will pick stuff up by hand and, rear loaders, and Republic won't.
Rumpke will still pick up
Yeah,
behind.
so, they said in the conference that, Republic sometimes is lower, or a lot of times, but they won't, their driver won't get out of the truck.
If your trash can ain't sitting right,
If
you
it's
ain't gonna
not
let
aimed
you go.
right, or you've got stuff sitting on the side,
It don't work.
well, that's what they told you, that's what, Republic will tell you. But, also, if you bid, I'd say it might help somebody bring the price down, maybe, I don't know that, but there is a difference in between their pickups. I do
Their
know
service,
that.
yes.
Yeah.
Seems like to me the last time it was bid, that Rumpke was the only one that bid on it, I think.
Yeah,
I don't like getting-
Carl says they wanting to bid on the county, but I was
They'll bid
thinking
on
it
it.
before.
Todd Perrier, sales manager, he's the guy who's over Pleasantville, he's interested in the county,
Yeah.
told me that, so. And I'll find out on that, if it's gotta be set a certain way on a garbage can or whatever, because Pleasantville, that's what they have.
You don't have to find out, it does.
Yeah.
So do we decide, is it $2 a month or is it $2 a quarter?
I think it's $2 a month.
So basically,
We'll find that out before next
$44
meeting too.
So we probably need a motion to postpone this till
Oh,
the June
Just
meeting.
table it.
Yes, look, you want a motion to table this?
It's to postpone it till the next meeting.
Okay, motion by Ed and second by Kevin, all in favor? All right, that's what we'll do then. All right, sheriff report, Josh.
We answered 324 KSP dispatch calls, 126 calls into the office. We issued 110 citations and criminal summonses, made 66 criminal arrests, 30 warrant arrests, served 130 court processes, transported 1 fugitive, had 57 vehicle inspections, 13 carry concealed license, and 15 drug charge arrests.
Is the dispatch calls way up on that?
They're only up about 20.
I was thinking hadn't been running 300, but, that's a lot of calls. All right, thank you. Anybody got any questions for Josh? I know, I talked to Kyle today, they've been running some radar down in the construction on 146, and I know y'all have been doing some extra patrolling in some of these other side roads too. I think he got about 7 or 8 yesterday in a short time. I mean, some of them running 65 and 70 in a 45-mile-an-hour zone in construction, so some of them didn't have license or didn't have registration or insurance or nothing. It's
A
amazing
couple
to
of
me.
months ago, turned 45 coming down 146, 3 in front of me, they just ran off and left me, and I'm running 45 and 50, so it'll be easy to get tickets there.
Yeah. But, all right, we'll move on to LGA public hearing. If anybody has any questions or comments on what we do with this is the mineral tax that Lighters pays for the rock. We use it for different things in the county to help. We even put some of it into the jail.
Help offset, yep,
To
and
help
costs.
offset the jail cost and that kind of thing, but has anybody got any comments or anything? Okay, we'll move on to cannabis operations discussion. I put you all a couple of different resolutions that KCO have sent me, or ordinances, I'm sorry. We've got several options we can do with this cannabis. It's gonna be January the 1st, it will be, either we can have it, or we don't want it, or we can take it to the voting, election in November, and let the county, the citizens decide whether they wanna have an option, of even having the cannabis in the county. I will tell you, it's not, with the trainings that I've taken, I think you've done it too, haven't you, Ed? It's not gonna be any smoking marijuana, or even vaping. It's gonna be all edibles and that kind of thing. And I will say that any CDL driver still can't, do it, because that's a federal law, they say. There's gonna be, was it 8 dispensers in our region?
There's gonna be 8 licenses issued in our region, and they may all not be dispensaries.
And
There's
there's,
2 in Jefferson County, that's
they're,
automatic.
they're guaranteed 2, so,
And so is Lexington, and there's 48 among the state, and it's a lottery draw, after the deadline closes for applications. If your application is complete, they notify you within 30 days, you send your check in, which is $12,000, by the way. And, that enters you into the lottery to draw for one of the licenses. The license can be 3 different kinds. It can be a producer's license, it can be a dispenser's license, or it can be a grower's license. You can apply for any one of them, but anyway, they all go into the same pot. So if Henry County was, the way I understand, if Henry County was to get a producer, they wouldn't get a grower. Or they get a dispensary, they probably wouldn't get you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a really tightly reined in thing. I personally think it's coming. I don't think it's medicinal. I don't think there's anything anybody can really do to stop it. My personal thoughts on it is I think it needs to go to a vote to the county. It affects everybody here, so I think the county needs to vote on it in November. That's just me.
I'll give you here's what all it can be. Qualifying conditions is cancer, post-traumatic stress disorder, multiple sclerosis, chronic pain, epilepsy, chronic nausea, and muscle spasms. So really, it's gonna be, I could write any of your prescription right now, I think, you know.
So the doctors have to be licensed by the state. There'll only be certain doctors that are cleared to write the prescriptions for it. And you saw the thing, it's very stringently controlled.
Yes, it is, and I would say some of that'll loosen once they get it started, but right now it is. But, so what is y'all's thoughts? Would you want it to go to the, voters?
I'd like to see it go for the voters, no more than they're handing out, the 48 dispensaries and the 10 growers and what, 4
It ain't very many.
processing labs. Odds of Henry County getting any of that is very slim, like almost 0 to nothing. But I think it should still go in front of the voters.
You wanna make that as a
I'll make
motion?
that as a motion, yes, sir.
Second by Ed, all in favor? All right, motion carries.
Be on the ballot.
This will be on the ballot in, November.
Everybody be voting in November.
Yeah, we'll have a big crowd on
That gives a turnout.
Everybody else will vote.
Okay, we need to go into executive session for, personnel and pending, litigation.
Need a motion.
Can somebody make that in
Make a
motion?
motion.
Motion by Danny, second by
Brad.
Brad, all in favor? All right. I hope so.
Should I just leave this running, or should I turn this off? It's all private
Don't know
colors.
where we got them.
I'll get you one of them. I got one color in there. I got one. I got all of them.
Just did, yeah, thank you.
We got him, yeah. Okay.
So
Well, like I say, on that high school learning stuff, that acid reflux, you know, that's bad. First, you don't. At first, you can worry
So I knew what a heart attack felt down on the lane, because it's in here. He had it bad, and he couldn't really keep up with medication, he just stopped taking it. So she was like, well, let's just see what happens with him. You know, he changed his diet, so he was so painful. I got 2006 Like
Long, I just got years quick. And they got it on the pickup for a minute, and insurance, and I just swear to God, I was doing it. Right on, and they got all three of them, just captains, that's right. Well, yeah, insurance, that's what we paid, that they still actually run insured motors every year. Insured motors. They haven't full run for them. Oh, yeah. I was in, had to go to Georgia, pick up some parts. Yeah. I was out there. Used to, I just home to go. Brand new, one for this year. And I started blowing on it, because I had a trailer, had a load of stuff on it. And I'm backing up, and this little stuff on the new car, I cleaned in the middle. No, it hurt real bad, I still got it, they got it coming good, and then got the door off. He had progressive commercial insurance. And I had to fight them over right there. I was smart girl, and all these other things. You got to pay your and then you get our money back, we'll pay you back. But then I wrote the state from the insurance. All right. And then they sent a letter. And the next thing I know, all of a sudden, he was a officer. Oh, you know, they said, no, this guy, he admitted that they, he was wrong, he did this, all this, got back to trailer, all this stuff. I got hurt, anyway, he just started his business, he was in the hot shop, I wrote it down. Let's take care of this here, man. Hey, man, you know, you start to crowd all in. But anyway, like I say, then they called me and they said, that's good, you didn't have to get it on there. Oh, yeah, you know, it just like, hey, you bring them in the hall, you know. But then they went on there, and of course, he admitted that they had a police report and everything, where he admitted to the exist all the information. And then they come back and said, we think it there, because he had GPS on his truck. And his GPS showed that he was here on my feet. I said, well, you heard that he did.
There's things I like about that, and other things it's wrong. And when it's wrong, it's real. That's right.
Yeah, that's another thing this year, insurance is all so I had to put the roof on my house, everything, and that storm 2 years ago. My insurance, got $4,000.
waste material, cost of labor. Next year, on top of that, 14. This year it's only 4%. There's 4% on 2.7 now on 14. It's like where I live. I bought a house. 5 years old. 2 years closer here. I sold it to a local place. Go back. See if I can qualify. So, anyway, I made that. Plus, here. It literally, what I paid for was 10 years. It's actually downside, closing. It's very easy to we rented. I started renting Mississippi. First of all, short service. Then it was all cardio stuff. Then stuff started coming on. Yeah. You know they would kick back on. Flat out, this was like the sixth house I had bid on. Because I bid on REO, I thought I had almost 500 for 150. I had to bid it, but don't hear anything. It wouldn't sell it. It was like, it was in a neighborhood, it was on White City Beach on the river. Oh my God. I thought I had like, I was jumping up and down, and I was like, oh my God, I looked at title search and all that crap. I was like, I ain't gonna do that. So I had people look at it, over here, shoot video and stuff. But anyway, I had a subdivision, had that house, it wasn't, it stopped development. It was like they don't totally, 30 miles. It was like a loop. There were maybe 18 houses there. Well, all of a sudden, a couple years ago, they started building. They started building like 6. Going across the angle. Yeah, they'll get straight down the way. Good to see, man. This thing is on, it's just on the slab. It's over maybe 1,600, maybe 1,700 square feet on a slab. Little yard, they're all subdivision. No. 294. And I said, let's do what we did last time. And she's like, well, let's put everything on grade. It'll be kind of it's like the late 70s on subdivision. And I was mortgage rate at like 20%. That's my mom. So she bought her first house in 76. That's where we're still digging. They should have burned everything back. They should get rid of the Fed. Oh, yeah.
You know, speaking of the school board, why were they buying that property? Here again, I realize you have to have property in nation, but to get rid of the
one they got.
the one they got. They got building there. That has old.
Yeah, pipeline right there. know they wanna have, didn't they put the two parts there? Isn't that property? No, the agriculture part.
Yeah.
So there's stuff they can do. And I guess, you know, I mean, I do think they're right. It's the way it is.
I think on the other side, I'm pretty sure they know what, it's like they, go up the side of the high school there, right over to the side, I'm pretty sure they know what. They had a little spot like that where they had like, nothing down, the foundation, so they don't, you know, I'm pretty sure they know what. But where that hole is, that's, you can't build anything permanent on top of that.
Yeah, I mean, they did. I don't know.
And it was how long they gave for it, too. Old person kept our the old farms that owned that, you know.
I know I wrote it, but how many acres was it? I had it, pretty sure I had it.
Yeah.
They're kind of hard to keep on top of. It's like they did, their budgets. They got cleared. They just, they went from work to intensive, they still get the numbers.
Yeah.
So they don't, tax rates won't be. Like they held, I think, the final bid acceptance on the, $5 million on the school. They scheduled the same day attendance.
Oh, man.
They had a couple cards there. I get to pick which one. The schools are, she's pretty good, I think, Secretary of Mary Starr.
Yeah.
Yeah, on that one, I didn't really extend my, I did the pipeline, that was good. Pretty sure they can't go for anything, and then start calling.
Footage, man, yeah.
On 30 acres. I remember looking at the, it didn't like run straight through it.
Run right back, I think it went right out to the middle of it, son. You know, the way that line runs up there.
They got that. They, I mean, as long as county taxpayers are willing to pay the double nickel stuff and everything else, they're doing a good job of having. Still got a ball. They got to get on for positive. It's gonna be some time. They say it's by the time they know that. That 20 million is gonna be 50 million. I mean, you know what's carrying.
Oh, yeah.
It's not an enviable position, but you all start. And to.
Who's on, that's
Okay, we'll take a motion to go back into regular session.
I make a motion.
Motion by Danny, second by Brad, all in favor? All right. We had discussed some personnel issues and some pending litigation. Does anybody wanna make a motion on what we?
I'm gonna start out, it's, feel like it's in our best interest that I make this motion that this county's got, several vehicles and we need to, with the technology that's available to us, that we need to go ahead and put trackers on these, vehicles in order to maintain a menu of where they've been and what they're, if they get stolen, where they are. So I'd like to make a motion that we install, trackers in all the county-owned vehicles to be monitored by the, fiscal court.
All right.
Second.
Second by Kevin, all in favor? All right, motion carried.
On that note, I'd like to make a motion that passengers riding in county vehicles must be pre-approved by either the county judge or the assistant county judge, deputy county judge.
All right,
I'll second.
second by Roger, all in favor? All right, motion carried. Okay,
Okay, we've got a little bit of a tax issue, and I want to make a motion to authorize an audit to determine the IRS taxes owed due to inaccurate reporting of payroll taxes withheld on employees is, everything's on the table. So we're gonna have an audit to audit this IRS situation we're in.
all right, got a motion? Second by Ed. All in favor? All right, thank you.
Okay, and I'm gonna move that the county pay to the IRS the amount owed using funds from the payroll checking account and the additional amount from available county funds currently held for the Pendleton Sewer Project.
All right, got that motion made, second by Brad, all in favor? All right, motion carried. I think that's all we have, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
All right,
Denise?
thank you. Okay, claims and transfers. Any questions?
Make a motion.
Motion by Brad, second by Ed, all in favor?
This,
We need to add the total
Oh,
amount.
add the IRS.
I'm sorry. You need to add that total amount.
Do we need the amount?
Yes. Who made that motion, Brad?
Brad.
Okay, Brad, you wanna add that amount? You got it?
I made the motion that, I don't have that amount. I didn't bring that paper back in here.
Okay, the amount of $392,249.93.
Yes, sir.
All right, so is you putting that on your motion, Brad?
Yes.
All right, all in favor? All right, motion carried. Okay, now we move on to, public comments. 3 minutes per speaker. Anybody in the public wanna speak? Yes, sir.
I have a question, we've got all comfortable on at the end of the county, and what about high-speed internet? I addressed this last year, and you don't have any idea if we're gonna get anything out that area, or?
We met with them last Thursday with Spectrum. And they say the issue is they can't get on KU's light poles because they're having to do one pole at a time to get them approved. They've got new legislation that's gonna be in, effect July the 1st. So that's gonna make it where they can get a big allotment of poles. And what they're saying is they paid for the poles. The companies just have to replace them if it's a bad pole. That Spectrum's paying for it. There's no money out of KU's or Shelby Energy's. But they say KU is just holding them back so much. He told Travis and myself that they've got 800 and some odd already done available to 800 and something homes right now. So what we asked him for is a list of those 800 homes, because I want to see if that's really the case, or they're just sending, because I know I get mailers that says I can get Spectrum, and then when I call Spectrum, I can't get Spectrum, you know. So I want to see if they're saying that's available or if it's really available. If we can get the addresses, then I can start checking with people that they say is good and find out if they can get it or not. So we are working on it. I know it's a slow process, but it's frustrating to me that, you know, they started this in 2021, I guess it was, when they passed that, and then we just dragging it out. And like I say, the legislation has been changed. Adrian Southworth, she worked on some of that to get it where, and we've been in contact with her, with Felicia, with Spectrum. Denise has got a whole group that we're trying to get some details on. So that's the best I can say right now. You got anything to add to that? What about you,
We're going to have an
Travis?
upcoming meeting, group meeting with KU and Spectrum.
Yes, we're getting ready to do a
get the
Zoom
ball
call with
rolling.
those two right now, and he said that I could do most of the talking in that one, and then get them together. And he said it's worked in other counties. Scott County, they've had a whole lot of the same problem, but he said it helped when the judge executive got involved in it. So yeah, I think it's worth a try. I mean, it's a shame to have $17 million spent and nobody got internet. I mean, so yes, we hadn't forgot you.
Well, there's an alternative of, Skylight or whatever it is.
Skylink, maybe? Starlink.
I really don't want to put the $500 down investment on it and then turn around a
Have-
month later, Spectrum knocks it.
I understand that, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I wouldn't either. So hopefully by next month's meeting, we'll have something, more definite of at least how many houses they say that they've really got internet, available in front of. Cause they're supposed to be getting us addresses.
So it's 800 new ones?
Yes, 800 and, I'm thinking
I don't
like
remember.
800 and, what was it?
I don't remember the
88,
change
30,
on it, but
850, something like
it was
that.
over 800.
I know the new homes out in Eminence that they're building 100 whatever homes, they don't have any internet.
Yes.
And that Spectrum, I believe, told them, would you be that if
Yeah,
there's
Spectrum,
some kind of link between so-and-so that they can get together.
right, and they told me those are supposed to be smart homes, and they told me it'd be at least 3 months.
So it's frustrating, I'm telling you. They get all these federal dollars and then nothing happens.
Yeah, I know it's like $500 million or something like that.
Well, and the governor makes announcements that they're spending more. Well, we ain't got put in what they've already spent yet, you know. Any other questions?
When you come out with, the agenda for the month, is it posted anywhere?
No, it's not.
It's not? Is there any way maybe that could be, maybe?
We could probably put it on the government page, couldn't we?
I mean, it might be helpful, where people could look it up to see what is on the agenda so they would know ahead of time.
Yes,
And I
sir.
know sometimes there's something that comes up at the last minute or something.
Yeah, and that's, a lot of times we change it from Thursday when we send the packet out to the magistrates to today, something new comes up, but it ain't big changes.
It's not big changes. That's
Yes.
right. If there's something big, it's gonna be on there for the month,
Mhm.
something that would interest a lot of people.
Yeah, we'll try to get that done.
And, one other thing, at the park up here, going back to the soccer fields, that's a one-lane road, basically. And it's, anymore you go try to go back to the ballgame, well, the other ball game's coming out, and at the end of the football field there, it's a muddy mess in there now where people's trying to pass in there. So I don't know if you can widen that out a little bit or something, and kind of make a couple places for people to pass in there.
I don't know exactly what you're talking about,
You know
because I
what
drive
I'm
back
thinking
there to
about?
soccer.
No.
We'll,
I think there's a little room maybe to get some gravel in there where right in front of those burning bushes to widen that portion.
Widen it, in other words, you know, if you had just a couple places where people can meet and pass, you
Kind of
know.
pull out, be double laned.
Last week over there was people that just, they wasn't gonna get off and anything else, you know.
Yeah.
It's just kind of a bad situation. If you had a couple wider spots, well, then people could pass and make it a little easier.
I think we can get that done.
yeah, we'll work on that. And then we are gonna change some of the parking at Field 3. We've already got that in the works. We're just waiting for enough dry spell to where we can get that done, to get it where people's got a little bit more parking, it's not jamming up. And they've been parking on the road out here, and we definitely don't want them parking on the shoulder of the road, so we're gonna address that too.
On our, when we're grading roads now, are we doing it now with a grader box?
That's what we've been, we still got the grader, we're getting ready to start grading, Andrew Lyons is getting ready to start, he's been running the mini excavator for us some, and he's gonna start doing some of the grading with the big grader.
Well, like I say, the grader box deal, I know down on Flat Rock, they made a mess out of it. You know, you could drop your teeth down and get things loosened up, and then bring your teeth up so you can spread the rock around, don't leave. Well,
They shouldn't have had teeth down, did they?
yes.
Yeah, I didn't even
I
think.
think you was down there right after that, but it is not just have teeth.
I've seen a couple places where the teeth were down, I don't know why. I've talked-
Yeah, I don't know why they
I've
would have
told
been
them that.
using teeth, we might wanna,
So, probably just take them
yeah,
off,
that'd probably be the best thing, cause
because they don't do any good.
And especially like on Flat, you know, a lot of your old gravel roads, that was all laid in with big rock to start with. And all you do there, you hit one
you
of them.
jerk
and
him
tear it
up, yeah.
I tried a tractor,
Yeah, you'll break up
Yeah,
something.
yeah, so we'll probably ought to just take the teeth completely off of it, they don't need teeth down.
Yeah, they're not supposed to.
Cause really all you're trying to do is smooth it up.
Yeah, he's trying to fill in some holes, move it around a little.
Yeah.
That's all I have.
All right, anybody else? Okay, any court comments? Was there anything else I was supposed to say?
I don't think so.
I've been talking much. All right, I'll take a motion to adjourn. All right, motion by Ed, second by Carl, all in favor? All right.